family, hey family, hey family. It is your girl, Mrs. Michelle Allen Franklin. Yes, honey, Mrs. Michelle DIY for divine intervention, boo. Because you know there are no coincidences in this world. Only God's divine intervention in our lives. And Mrs. Community Builder, why? Because you know your girl gonna give you the good information, boo. The things you need for your mind, your body, your spirit, and your emotions. Honey, and it is the month of March. All month long, I have been bringing you, y'all know, amazing, phenomenal women. Honey, I have seen the views. I am so grateful for each and every person that is taking the time to watch the series, honey, of all these amazing, phenomenal women. I just can't get enough. Honey, and today, today, today my heart is so full. Today is my big sister is in here. This is my boo right here. This is my boo. My big sister, Miss Jackie is in the house. Miss Jackie, what a clock. Oh, hey, boo.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be here.
Oh my gosh, I love me some her. You know I love me some you.
And I love what you do.
I loves me some you, honey. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Jackie, how you doing today, boo?
I'm doing well. As I always tell people when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm 3G. That means I am grateful, glappy, and I'm sorry, Gucci, grateful and glappy. That means Gucci is I'm good, grateful, and glappy is glad and happy put together. So I am just
Ooh,
doing
Glappy. Come on,
yes.
Glappy.
Even when all isn't well, all is well because we are in the hands of God. So it is all right.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Glappy. I'm gonna have to coin. Come on, girl. You need to
Yeah,
coin that and put that on a t-shirt.
happy. That's right. Glad and happy, honey.
I love it. I love it, honey. Family. Me and this beautiful spirit right here, we met. Y'all have heard me talk about me fasting. Y'all know I do these fasts. These people are like, what? 21-day water fast? What? 42-day fast? What? You ain't eat for what? How long?
Yes,
It has
yes,
been
yes,
done. It has been done multiple times. We have been on a spiritual journey, multiple spiritual journeys together,
yes.
growing and glowing in the Lord, right?
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
this beautiful spirit right here, just your presence, Jackie, in the group, it just makes a difference. It just really does. Each and every time I came on the calls and you were there, you know, she a jokester. Y'all see, she got a little, she quiet and then she like powerful.
You know we're multifaceted and multidimensional. So we're the sum of our parts. We're not just one thing, right?
Never. Look, never,
Amen.
never. And then, y'all, we would end our fast and she would pray us out for the day. Oh my goodness. It just be like, oh, if my wings wasn't strong, they strong right now. Like just yes. Honey, we're gonna get into it. Let's get it. We're gonna jump right into it. Like, how did you start doing these 21-day water fasts? For those people out there, like 21 days, how did you do it? Like, why would you start doing something like that? What's your
No,
journey?
it's just amazing. I've just been on this journey. I'm going to say almost all my life because I always had an adverse reaction to medicine. So I really didn't like medicine. And I just would, just do a lot of things that were holistic, just moving towards, just living a natural life. So I had a digestive problem at probably around when I was like 25 to 30 years old. And God led me to a holistic doctor.
Mhm.
And at first I was kind of scared because of my Christian background. I got in there, with the air, fire, earth, water, and
Yes, yes.
indoctrinated and taught like not to know about numbers and crystals and things like that. So when I got in there, God calmed my spirit. He was like, this is a me, go ahead and do it. So I can truly say through my holistic doctor and the herbs that he gave me, he healed me.
Wow.
I was healed. God used him, to heal me. So, because my digestive system was so bad, I didn't have any enzymes, and my bad bacteria. All I had was a bad bacteria in my body. So I was so small, I couldn't eat, and
Mm.
so my body was starving itself.
Wow.
So again, the doctors couldn't tell me what was wrong with me. I looked like a bill of health to them. None of the diagnostics would say what was wrong. So then, again, God led me to my holistic doctor. So I, shout out to him for all the work that he does to heal people naturally, so they don't have to be on pharmaceutical medicines all their lives.
Yeah.
And also, from a spiritual sense, I've always fasted, but I've never done um, a fast as long as we've done with our beloved coach and the infamous Christopher Aaron.
Yes.
So again, like you said earlier in your podcast, you said nothing is coincidence.
Mm-mm.
God leads you to whoever you need to be led to at the time that you are ready for it, as our coach says, or someone said, and then he picked it up that when the student is ready, the teacher shall appear. So I was ready to do some of the longer fasts. I had over the years done like one year I did a fast every Wednesday. I would turn down my plate, and I did that for a year because I was seeking some guidance and some things from God. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so God led me to Christopher for about maybe 5 or 6 years, like from 2014, and then in 2019 I decided to do the fast. At first I was afraid to do the fast, because you say, "Oh, you don't eat, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You can't go without drinking, you can't go without eating." And so, but I generally am not a person that listens to other people
Yeah.
in that way when I know that when the spirit is guiding me. So I didn't want to do the fast at first. I just wanted the information.
Yeah.
But back then, that's when he was real hardcore. It was no olive branches, no nothing.
Yeah, it was.
You gonna do it all. Right. So, um, so then I just decided. I was like, it was time. It was
Yeah.
time. And so, in 2019, I did my first 21-day water fast
Yes.
with him, and that was the surge group. And it was so funny because we did we always start off with a 3-day dry fast.
Yes.
Started off with a 3-day dry fast. But what I ended up doing was I did 2 dry fasts. So I did a dry fast
Mhm.
in the beginning of the fast, and I did a dry fast
At
at
the
the end of the fast.
Wow.
And one thing I learned about that is so important to come off the fast properly. And also,
Yeah.
even though you might have a guide, or you might have a coach, or you know yourself, you know your body. And I say all that to say
Mhm.
because I told you before, I had a digestive issue.
Mhm.
Knowing that I had the digestive issue, I know myself better than anybody else. So we were so okay, when you come off the fast after a couple of days, you can eat salad or whatever. And I knew my body just didn't digest cruciferous foods well. But I,
Mhm.
I ate a salad like about maybe 5 days out of the fast.
Mhm.
That was the worst thing that I could ever do.
Oh my goodness.
But this is how God is, because it didn't deter me from doing the fast again. But I learned a lot from that. I learned to listen to myself, listen to my intuition, listen to
Yeah.
my body, even
Yeah.
though somebody might have more knowledge of a general sense than you do,
Yes.
but you know yourself
That's very important.
better than anybody knows you. So again, not saying that you can't seek guidance or whatever, but you know what your body needs. So that was a successful fast. I mean, so many things came out of it spiritually. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness, your pineal gland opens up. You can hear from God better. Um, he'll give you all kinds of revelations, all kinds of dreams, all kinds of visions.
Yes.
Um, or he'll order your steps in a different kind of way. The connections that you'll make
Right.
physically. Oh, you're in optimal health. People always talk about wanting to have a flat stomach and stuff like that or whatever to get rid of the gut, because that's one of the hardest things that people try. Go If you do a dry fast, you go on a water fast, that stomach will be gone because
Linkage.
all that junk that you got inside of you, it'll dissipate. So it was just an awesome experience emotionally. It'll
Yes.
regulate your emotions. Now you'll go through some stuff because of the detox. It's
Mhm.
all kinds of detox symptoms, and a lot of people get afraid when they start having those detox symptoms, and they kind of want to quit.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I can say about that, it was hard, but it was not impossible.
Yeah.
But anything worth having is worth the sacrifice, because either you're
Yeah.
going to sacrifice on the front end or you're going to sacrifice on the back end.
Yep.
So it's better to choose your heart, you
Yeah.
know. So we chose our heart then, and
Yes.
it just has opened up so many things in in my life. Now, and what I also did was I learned to go slow, because fasting teach you to slow down.
Yes.
So it taught me to go slow, not
Yeah.
be hard on myself. Now, I know some people do things cold turkey. They go from being a carnivore and all that stuff, and then being maybe a raw vegan, right? That's the highest level. But for most people, you need that progression. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and also, just being in the community and doing your work. So over the last, I'll say 6 or 7 years, it's been like a real intensive. I've done between 2019 and
I know.
2024. I don't, probably done
I only
uh,
know that many.
over 50 fasts. We've
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
um, numerous 21-day fasts. I
Well,
know one over 10 to 15,
yeah.
42 fasts. And
Yeah.
some between 2021 and 2022, we did them back to back,
Yep.
like almost every other month. And then, not to forget about when we were eating, but when we did raw August,
Yes.
makes your body feel so good. I mean, your skin is glowing. You
Yes.
feel like a superhero.
Yes.
One of the other things I started doing is I go outside every day. I go outside and get that vitamin D, get that D, go get
Mhm.
that vitamin D.
Yes.
Yes. The world will tell you that the sun is going to hurt you. The sun is not going to hurt you.
That's
The
right.
sun is going to do you good.
That's
You know,
energy, baby.
yeah,
Yeah. It's good
and
energy.
but you just have to be clean inside. You gotta be clean. You can't be out there being dirty, because then you will get sunburned. You will get
Yeah.
sunburned.
Yeah.
But yes, you can go outside every day, become one with God or the source or whatever you believe in, or whatever you don't believe in. One with the nature,
Yes.
connect with the grass and the trees and the rabbits and the deer and the squirrels, or
Yes.
all of that. Your perception and your perspective
It should.
changes.
It
Yeah,
really does. It
it
really does.
it changes. It really does. So I just learned so much. I've grown so much. I've learned to heal my body. I didn't take medicine then. I don't take any medicine now. Anytime I want to heal myself, I do it through my food. I do it through fasting. I do it through my food, or I do it through herbs. And then I'm
Yeah.
not going to forget that prayer.
Of
Um,
course.
so
Of
so
course.
for me, God always, God first. But truly, this fasting journey has been such a blessing in my life, and not only in my life, but the life of my entire family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my daughter has come on board. My husband, my
Yes.
my niece, and my sister are, eating better and stuff or whatever. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to get my mother on board, but she's coming along. So
Everybody's watching.
yeah,
Everybody is watching. You know what I mean? And it makes a tremendous difference because they're seeing you and then they're seeing the results. It's not like, or they're seeing not the results. It's like the effect that it's having because it's not a short-term thing. It can be a long-term thing if you allow it to be, you know?
absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
journey. It's
Yes, it
that's
is
why I
a
call it-
journey.
it's a journey. It's not a race. It's like a cross country. It's a journey. Because
Yeah.
you're always learning. The more you know, the more you realize that you don't know. It's opened up so much in the
Yeah.
esoteric world for me. I've
Yeah.
met so many people, learned so many things. Not even just about the fasting. Like I said, finances,
Yes.
children. Um, just all almost
Yes.
every area of my life,
Yes.
spirituality, about myself, about people. Um, I'm constantly learning more and more about myself, and um, what the body can actually really do, how it can regenerate itself, how it can
Yes.
heal itself. We don't have to do a whole lot to it, and let it do what it was created to do, because
Yes.
these are wonderfully made temples that we have, that we're
Yes.
traveling this earth, this terra firma with. So they're awesome vessels, uh,
Yes.
but sometimes we just don't have the knowledge to take care of them the way that we're supposed to, and then we just been indoctrinated to take care of them a certain way, or to do certain things which it's harmful to our body. So now
Yes.
that I have the knowledge, I do the work, and like they say, you got to go upstream before you go downstream. That means that you got to do the work for yourself, so
Yes.
that the people that are watching you, they'll see that it is real, and then you can start teaching them, because people will come and start asking you, and then people do all
Yes.
the time. They ask me like, "What are you doing? What's
Yes.
you know, you look good. You got a lot of energy,
Yeah.
and things like that, or whatever." And it's not even about the looking good on the outside, because that is um,
Yes.
a benefit of it, but it's about the inside, the aura,
Yes.
the light that's
Yes.
within, that has been sparked, and
Yes.
is not a candle on a birthday cake. It's a
Yes.
floodlight. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Yes. Yes.
um, yeah, because when you walk in the room, people will see that it's something different about you. And not only that, um, I'm very social.
Mm-hmm.
I go out a lot, and even to go out to eat. And when I go out to eat, and I'm with people, and they say, "Well, would you, Jackie, not gonna eat anything?" Or, "Oh, here she comes, she get ready to eat some salad," or whatever. Or they know now not even to ask. I mean, one of my favorite foods was macaroni and cheese. I love
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese. Um, but macaroni and cheese don't love me, and macaroni and cheese not good for me. So we had to break up. We don't go together anymore.
We'll go together no more.
So when people see me, they used to, like, "Jackie, you want the corner slice, even like the burnt part?" And they be like,
Yes.
"Jackie, you want this? I'm gonna eat it." Because when I would go to churches and stuff, like, "Here," and I'm like, "No, thank you." They be like, "You don't want it?" "No, thank you." We don't we don't go together anymore. I still love it. It probably may love me, but we not together.
I love that. We'll go together no more.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to break up with some
We
things,
broke up.
and people will teach you how to break up some things, so
Yes.
you can live your optimal life, um,
Yes.
and not necessarily your best life, but because I mean, we live in our best life, but even a better life. You know,
Yes.
I think about what Christ said. He said, "I come that you might have life, and that you might have it more
Abundant.
abundantly." And it's
Yes.
not just talking about the tangible things; it's talking about the intangible. So that this helps you to have more joy, more
Yes.
peace, more solemnity, more just everything that you could possibly want, like, it'll come to you, even with the finances, because it'll help you with those finances as well. People are looking for a breakthrough, might go play lottery, might go gamble, whatever. But if you turn down your plate and be obedient,
Yes.
um
Discipline.
discipline, and that's the thing, discipline. it,
Yeah.
it takes it takes discipline, and so either you're going to discipline yourself, or life is going to discipline you.
Baby.
And so we rather choose the heart. It's just like when you're going through something, and you have and you're like, "Dad, why do I got to go through this?" Well, what would you choose? You
Yeah.
wouldn't choose anything. So
Right.
something is going to choose you, right?
Right.
So
Right.
choose this. I would say to people, choose this. Choose life. Choose to um, do right by your mind, body, and your spirit. Um,
Yes.
and again, um, being on medication, and then some people have to. Don't get me wrong. You got to do what you got to do, and the doctors, everybody has their place. But
Mhm.
um, if you could mitigate some of those things, like people say, "Oh, this runs in my family." it may run in your family, it may be part of your DNA. It doesn't mean that you have to have it. Yeah, because God has given us every food that we need for every disease that we have,
Yeah.
for every organ in our bodies.
Yes.
So I'm just grateful that I've been led to people like you who are amazing women and men who are doing awesome things and giving the knowledge to people who would not necessarily get the knowledge because I can only reach certain people. So then we need people like you who are going to reach some other people that I can't reach.
Yes. Yes.
So this fasting journey has been great. I run now. I mean, I every day. Like I said, I'm outside every day. People see me, they say, "Oh my goodness, you are so dedicated." And it is a dedication, but it's just you have to choose you. And a lot of times, as women, and because it's Women's History Month, I would want to say to us that we need to choose ourselves. We do so much for other people all the time, and
All
the
the
same things that we do for other people and we offer other people, we have to offer to ourselves
Yes.
so
Yes.
that we can be there for
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly the foundation because I just found, prior to fasting and getting to know myself and why I was making the choices that I was choosing to do for everyone else and I was not choosing myself. Like I wasn't even on the list.
Right, right.
Wasn't
That
even
part,
on the
that
list.
part.
And that's
Say
not
more, say
optional.
more, say more.
You know, I'm like, that's not optional. You have to put yourself on the list. You have to take a pause, and make a decision to put yourself on the list. And fasting might not be what you do. That was what we did, right?
Right,
It was
that's
what
what we
God
did.
led us to. Maybe
Yes,
you need to do something else, but do something, boo.
yes.
Do something.
Do something for you.
you know, more than going to get your nails done, more than we're talking about spiritually,
Yes, yes, something that's gonna
feeling
feed your soul,
the
feed
soul.
your
Yeah.
feed your spirit,
Yes.
something you're
It's
gonna feast
really
on
difference.
all week, all month, something that's gonna touch you on a deeper level. Um,
Yes.
but I would say to everyone, try it, like try it. Um, again, mind, body, and spirit. You'll have clarity of thought. You won't have those racing thoughts and things like that because you'll slow down. Um,
Mhm.
you'll feel better physically. And
Mhm.
when I say that, you might feel bad for a little bit because again, if we've been doing some things that aren't good for our body, we're going to go through those detox symptoms. But on
Yes.
the other side of it, you're going to feel amazing,
Yes.
like you've never felt before. You
Yeah.
and spiritually, again, everybody is may serve a different God. They may not serve God at all, but whatever the higher connection is that you are connected, it will speak to you.
Yeah.
It will speak to you. So,
Definitely.
um, and a lot of us are stuck, and we're really not doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Mm.
Um, we have a divine purpose in our life and we're doing everything else but the divine purpose and truly this will lead you down the path to find your purpose and actually have the courage to operate
That
in
part.
whatever it is,
Yeah.
because sometimes we don't know and we still don't have the courage to do it. And again, we always say, do unto others as you would do unto yourself. And I say it reverse because if you're doing that for someone else, if that's how you want to treat somebody, because then treat yourself the same way that you treat other people.
Yeah.
Yes, and treat people good. Treat yourself well as also.
That's good. That's
That's
really,
important.
really good. That's very important. That is very important. Like I said, I wasn't on the list. I definitely was not, even thinking of myself,
Right.
all the way down to the smallest things. I would care and do for everyone. I mean, my people in my household, people on the job, like anybody. And
Yeah.
and that's commendable. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's great. But no, boo. Like I said, y'all have heard me say this throughout this series. Each and every time, honey, Iyanla Vanzant is my favorite. She has this quote, and she says, "Honey, you have to fill your cup when you're pouring, and when you're a giver, you
Yeah.
have to fill your cup first, honey. What's in the cup is mine. What comes out of the cup is yours. But you got to
Yes.
fill your cup.
Yes.
Fill your
Yes.
cup, boo. Fill your
Yes.
cup.
Yeah. I used to give this poem to my daughter. It's called "I'm drinking from my saucer" because my cup has overflown. So I'm not drinking from the saucer. We
Yeah.
drink it from the cup.
We drinking from
Everybody else can get the sauce. It's still enough, it's
right.
enough. So yeah, drink from the cup. Don't drink from the sauce, and don't drink from what's pouring on the floor.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
okay, and it's okay, and
Yeah.
it's okay. Again, like I said, sometimes we've been indoctrinated into things, and
Yes.
again, sometimes we think so many things are so admirable. Like, oh, that's admirable that we're taking care of our family, we're taking care of the community, we're taking care of everything at work. But it's also admirable to take care of yourself,
Yes.
because if you don't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of all those other things.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You breaking apart. Leg broke. You still hobbling around
Yes,
trying
yes,
to do it. So I love that. Even with the dry fasting, and guys, for those of y'all that don't know, dry fasting is 3 days. That's how we start the fast. 3 days, no food, no water. And that is just to connect. You're disconnecting and you're connecting to the spiritual realm. I feel like it just opens the door and the gateway, you know
yes. Up that
to
portal.
everything else that is coming. It is so amazing. Somebody's like, what, 3 days? You don't want me to do what in three?
Yes, yes,
Baby, when I tell you it's been done, you can do it. It's been done, as you've heard time and time again. It's been done.
yes.
And as Jackie said, when you get to a point in your life, I know when I started fasting, y'all have heard me say I was so disgusted with myself. I said, Lord, wherever you lead me, I will go.
Yes.
And led me to that fast. Now, was I planning? Because I didn't know on the front side, and this is so funny, because I didn't know on the front side that it was going to be, the extended fast. When I initially found out about the fast that we did in 2019, it started off as a 3-day fast.
Mm,
And I said to God, Lord, wherever you lead me, I'm going to go, right? Wherever you
right.
lead me, Lord, I'm going to trust you and I'm going to go. So they signed up. I signed up for the fast. My cousin called me, girl, they having a fast. I said, okay. They said the fast is going to be 3 days. I said, oh, 3 days. Oh, that sounds great. I've done 3 days before. Oh, great. Nope, nothing. Come back the next day. They said it's going to be 7 days. I said, oh, okay. All right. 7 days. I've done 7 days before. No problem. Come back. They said it's going to be 10 days. Okay. All right. They said, you going to do it? I said, I told God, wherever he leads me, I was going to go. So I guess I'm supposed to do this 10-day fast. They come back. I come back every day with something different. They come back and said it's going to be 14 days. I said, God, you funny. I said, you funny, Lord. I said, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. You going to do it? Mm-hmm. I said, wherever he lead me, I'm going. Come back 21 days. I said, okay. Have you ever done 21 days? No, I haven't. But Lord, I trust you.
That's right.
Lord, thank you. Lord is leading me. Lord, you're guiding me to this thing. So, okay, this what we doing? Oh, okay. Yes, sir. This what we doing. you know, changed and shifted my life in a way that I have never, experienced. And again, as you said, when the student is ready, he will bring the teacher. I never heard of Christopher Aaron, right?
Right.
Never heard of him.
Right.
And what was so crazy, and this is how I know it was divine, Jackie, because my cousin that signed up for the fast, Roderick had done the fast with Chris in January of 2019. Roderick was so ecstatic about the fast and his experience that he did another fast in February and wanted to bring his family and friends along.
Right.
Roderick and my cousin are friends. I didn't know Roderick at that time. I had heard of Roderick. Roderick was from my church, but I didn't know Roderick. You know what I mean? So it was no reason for me to have connected. So my cousin, this is the divine, y'all. So my cousin says, they're doing this fast. Roderick is doing this fast, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm connected to my cousin. My cousin tells me about the fast. Did my cousin do the fast?
Nope.
She did not. She did not even do the fast. Do you hear me? When I tell you the Lord is strategic
Yes, he is.
and getting you where you need to be, baby. When I tell
Yes,
you to trust him when he's leading and guiding you.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Yes.
I got led to a place and a space that led me down. That fast connected me to so many people.
So many people. Yes.
And
And
my
so many,
healing to the neck. Yes.
yeah,
It
so
was
many people and so many things that you had no idea was out here in this world,
at
right?
all. At
Yeah.
all. At
Yes.
all. And
Yes.
people that again, me and Jackie met probably, I guess it was pre-COVID.
It was.
So
What was it?
it was the year right before COVID, I think, right before COVID.
Oh,
Well, we had never met in person before, but this woman had affected in my life in such a positive way. It is when you are just open. And see, that was the other thing, Jackie, is I told myself that year because I was very much closed.
that's right. Right, right. That's another thing. That's another thing.
Yes,
That, yeah.
very much closed, right? I thought
Mhm.
I was open. If you would have asked me if I was open, girl, yeah, I'm
Right.
open to try. But
Right.
if you didn't, no, no, I ain't
Right.
doing that. I ain't doing that. Fat, what? So it is. I was very much open. And the Lord told me that year, He said, you need to be open. Be open. That goes along with trusting
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
It goes along with your foundation of faith. Lord, wherever you lead me, whatever you say to go, whoever you're bringing my way, I
Yes.
don't know what the reason is, but it's gonna come. It's gonna come to you. Like you'll figure it out later. But trust, I need to go that way. Yes, sir. I'm going that way. Oh my goodness, the blessings
Yes. 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 Yes.
of
Trust
obedience.
in him. Yes. Trust in God and your intuition. And then it allows you to trust people. And when you talk about being open, open
Yes,
to new things, open to
yes,
um learning, unlearning, and relearning,
yes,
open to the
yes,
things that we may have learned as children, even as an adult, to understand that it wasn't um, the correct thing, and learning things that are correct. Open to other people. A lot of people are closed off to people. That comes from trust as well.
yes,
But meeting new people and not saying, okay, I have, sometimes as we get older, we like, okay, I have everything I need. I got all the friends I need. I really don't need anybody else or whatever.
yeah,
But if you're open,
yeah.
not desperate, but being open to
Right.
right
Yeah,
people
that's different.
and so even in this time, like that's been one of my prayers that the people that's supposed to be in my life, they're in my
Yeah,
life. People,
yeah,
places, and things. I'm sorry, people, places, and things. It's not just people, places, and things that are supposed to be in my life that
yeah.
they're in my life, and the things that are not, they aren't, and the things that aren't in my life that should be in my life that they'll come to me,
I know. Yeah,
and they have because you attract what you are.
yeah,
So now I'm outside. I attract more people. Like I've been in my neighborhood for 30 years, and I probably knew about 5 people. Now I know everybody.
yeah.
Everybody knows me because I'm
You
outside.
walk in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I'm outside. I'm running. It inspires people. I have
yeah,
inspired so many people. I had people they like 80, 90 years old, 10, 5, whatever.
yes,
They see me outside. They're like, oh, let me come outside or whatever.
yeah.
Even in my fasting journey, I've never been really that big. Probably the most I've ever weighed is 140 pounds. So for me, it's not about the weight. But I can tell you this much: if you fast, you will lose weight. You
Yeah.
definitely will lose weight.
Mhm.
That's never been my main goal for fasting. I know it is for some people, but my main goal for fasting has always been spiritual, and
Yeah.
then health wise, and then for emotionally, and then all the other things financially, all those things fall in place. But
Mhm.
you again, like I say, you attract what you are. So then you will start attracting people who are like-minded, who
Yeah.
are doing some of the same things that you are. A lot of times we want to be what we are not,
Yes.
but you only attract what you are and what you're moving towards. And some things are right in front of you, you can't even see it because your eyes aren't open.
Yeah.
Um, but this helps open up your eyes to so many things that really kind of were just right there. Um,
Yes.
and then I just had the opportunity to facilitate fast, to coach people. Um,
Yes.
and so it's just been an amazing journey just to see how I'm still growing, and to see other people grow, and then to see all of us who were cohorts together, how
Yeah.
grown and branched off and doing like all these marvelous and miraculous things.
Yeah.
And just not only helping ourselves and other our families, but being able to, lead other people to this path.
Yeah.
So it's just been awesome. It's just been wonderful. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm so grateful and honored that God led me down this path and to meet people like you. And even though we met each other virtually, we did have the opportunity to meet each
Yeah.
other in person, and
Yeah.
and that was just so awesome. So um, yeah, I say, like you say, stay open.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of things. Even if it's something different than what you would normally do or know about or whatever. Be curious.
Yeah.
Be curious. I mean, you could be cautiously curious because there's a lot of things out here in this world.
Right.
So I juice every day. I drink my green juice every day. I eat my smoothies. Sometimes in the wintertime, I switch off or whatever. And I've journeyed from, I guess, being, a carnivore at that particular time, um,
Mm,
all the way to being, I'm probably 70 to 80% raw and
that's
20% cooked. I don't eat meat, and we in Maryland, so this is the
Crab City and seafood.
seafood capital.
Right.
So we had to break up with those wonderful things too. We had to break up with the crabs and the shrimp, the bottom feeders. And even it's so funny because we know that like the pig and the shrimp and the crab, we know they bottom feeders. But
Yeah.
guess what? We love them so much, we still eat them anyway,
You
knowing
know.
that knowing they're not good for us. But it's truly, you know what it is now outside of discipline. It's mental.
Yeah.
Everything you do is about 80% mental. And it's a
Hmm.
change of mind and a change of heart.
Yeah.
So if you just change your mind and say, you know what, I just want to do a little better. You might not be like me. You might not be like, 100% raw, or 80% raw. But even if you just eat more vegetables, eat more fruit,
Yeah.
um, turn down your plate every so often, go on a dry fast, no food, no water, you're not gonna die. You
Yeah.
you you're not gonna die. Drink, go on a water fast, go on a juice detox. Just drink
Yeah.
some live juice. Go to a juice bar if you don't have a juicer, but I would recommend that everybody would get a juicer.
Yeah.
That'll change your whole entire life. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've changed. I don't my cleaning products, my everything in my house, everything I put on my body. Our skin is our biggest organ, and
Mm,
everything. See, we worry about what really go in our mouth and stuff like that. But our pores, like again, our skin is the biggest organ. So only natural things on that. I do almost everything natural. Only thing ain't natural is this red hair, and because I'm not gonna dye my hair red. So we'll see how that goes. But for right now, I'm staying red. But other than that, and that's transitioning for me too. So like I said, it's
mhm.
been a process. Um, didn't go cold turkey, like do everything, change from this and then go to that. And that some people can do that. That just
Yeah.
wasn't that just wasn't my story. Every year I would give up something. Um,
Mhm.
every year I would give up something, and then every year I would add something. Or and sometimes it wasn't even a year. Like I'll make up my mind, I'm like, okay, every 3 months you're going to give up something. So I can
Yeah.
remember when I gave up chicken, and when I gave up beef, and when I gave up. I definitely remember when I gave up seafood. So that was
Yeah.
one of the last things,
That's
and
huge.
yeah, and I'm telling you, I grew up. I love dairy. Like I mean, cheese. It wasn't even dairy. It was just cheese. I really
Mm,
didn't eat much dairy, but I love cheese, and
yeah.
I can't do it. I was like, I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to give. I'm not gonna be able to give up cheese,
Yeah.
but I was,
Done. Mhm.
and you don't really miss it. You don't
Mm,
miss it. You don't miss it. You don't yearn for it. Um, and so once you do the fast, that helps to take away those cravings. But
yeah.
truly, I don't miss them. I might think about it once in a while. I'm like, oh, that's a hamburger, but nothing will take me back there.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
will take me back there. So um,
Yeah. I
it's
can remember. Yeah, it's a journey. It's definitely a journey. I do remember the first time uh Christmas, I was on the very first fast, and this was me. Of course, I didn't join this fast to be giving up all the stuff that I love. Like this not the purpose of the fast. So I just need you. Everybody else has got their pen. They writing everybody.
Right. You
Taking
taking
the
notes.
I'm not taking this. This is too much. Like, I'm not doing all of this. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, I just need you to tell me how I could do a little bit better. You know, I was so resistant in my be open mind. I still was resistant. So
Right.
understand,
Right.
just
Yes.
like Jackie is saying, it is a journey, because it did get to a point where I was like, you know what? When I started feeling better and I realized, oh, yet some of these foods that I am eating actually is contributing to the way that I feel.
Yes.
Oh, it's not just, because we'll convince ourselves that it's
Yes.
something else. Oh, no, it can't be the chicken. Chicken
Right.
is still good. It can't be the ice cream. Not the ice cream that makes me so happy.
Make me happy for 5 minutes.
Right. Not the banana splits. you know.
Yes.
But
Yes.
yes. So I love
No,
that. I love that.
it's so worth it.
It is.
It is worth it. Like I said, I mean, on so many levels, spiritually,
Yes.
mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, psychologically, financially. Uh, it it is it is worth it.
It
Um,
is.
and I'll tell you, just try it. Try it. Because you never know. It's like anything. Whatever you're supposed to do, you won't know if you can really do it unless you try it. And if you try it, you don't like it,
It's okay.
but I guarantee you, again, it's just our stubbornness and our set in our ways that won't allow us to move forward. But this fasting journey, again, like I said, it's been um, an amazing journey. Um,
Mhm.
I never thought I would love fruit so much. And then your body will crave it. Your body, like how you crave, like people might crave chocolate. I've never been a big chocolate person, but I know people that crave chocolate, cake, candy, cookies, cheese, whatever it is, right? The steaks. But your body will crave, once you change over, your body will trade or crave um, the fruit. Like I know sometimes I'll crave the watermelon. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
My body be like, "Where's the watermelon? Where's watermelon?" Your body will crave the orange. It'll just crave it. Your body will let you know. It's like, yes, I need this. Um, and then we people drink a lot of water, but water doesn't hydrate you at a cellular level because
Right.
it's solvent. It's just gonna go through you. You need that live water, that
Yeah.
H3O. So you need those the fruit
Yeah.
to hydrate yourself. You wonder why you're not hydrated because the water is not necessarily going to do it on its own. You need something that's more
Yeah.
structured,
Yeah.
and the fruit will do that for you, and it also will cleanse you,
Yeah.
um, because the fruit is the cleansers. The vegetables, the greens, they're the builders,
Yes.
and then the herbs are the healers. So
Yeah.
you need that. Um, and again, you'll just feel so much better. You don't have to worry about taking medicine
Yeah.
for anything because you'll know what you need to do between the herbs, the tinctures, fasting. Like I said, if you most of the time, if you just go on a dry fast, it'll fix it instantly. You got a headache, just drink that water.
Yeah.
It usually will go away unless you have some other extenuating medical issues. Then you may need to do some other things. But truly, this it's just amazing and awesome. I don't even have the words to articulate how when God said we are fearfully and wonderfully made, how He has made us, but how He has given us everything that we need to be able to take
Yeah.
care of ourselves. But we have been deceived in eating the wrong things, and then been deceived on the other side to take medicine to mask those symptoms
Yeah.
when we still aren't being cured, when we can actually cure ourselves if we would just discipline ourselves,
Yes.
eat the proper things, so we won't have to be going through uh, these ailments, some of the ailments that we go through. We just hydrate our brain sometimes, we won't have to have those dementia and Alzheimer's and those
Yeah.
things that are calcifying our brains, because our brain needs that water.
Yeah.
Rain bath of rain. We need that water. We have the walnut that looks just like our brain.
Yes.
Um, that's not by coincidence. But how often are we sitting around eating walnuts to make sure that, our brains, or eating apples and different things like that, to so that it can pass the blood-brain barrier?
Yeah.
Or when we were younger, we also say apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lost it. Well, it does. It's a reason why it's good for our brain. It's good for our heart.
Mm-hmm.
And not to get into the chakras and all that stuff. Eating the
Sure.
rainbow and making sure that your chakras are
Mm-hmm.
good. So it's again, it's just
Yeah.
been such a learning process. I've started foraging about 4 years ago. So when I go outside, I'm running, I'm jumping, I'm skipping, I'm hopping, I'm grounding, but I'm also looking for some food. Um, and I found so much food around here. Oh my goodness! And if you just look around, you'll see all the food. You see dandelion everywhere.
Yes.
Um, juniper berries. I mean, if you just look and know what you're looking for. But again, if your pineal gland is not open, you don't
Yeah.
know what
You
you're
see
looking for.
it.
It's right in front of you, but you don't see it. And you could be starving,
Yes.
or going to the store buying all this food when this food is right outside,
It's right there. It's
right,
right there.
right in front of you, right?
Yes, one of the biggest things that I learned fasting that very first year was that everything that I need, I already have.
Yes,
Everything that I need, I've already have, whether it's to the people that I'm connected to, whether it's right here in me, whether it's inside of me,
yes,
but everything that I need, I already have. And it is, that slowdown that happens with the fasting, giving yourself the chance to just, because if you're like me, like, I was always like this,
yes.
going,
Hmm.
zipping to the next thing, zipping to the next. Oh, I gotta go here, gotta go here, I gotta go here. What I noticed right now, I used to get so many speeding tickets, Jackie. I was like the queen of speeding tickets. Okay. Whether I was on the highway or just zipping through, just the city trying to get to wherever I need to go, and getting pulled over by the cops hiding on the back streets, like all of the stuff, right? Or in B more getting the speed cameras, you know what I
We
mean?
can't do
Like,
this. We got a million of those.
how much money have I given away? And so
That
just
part.
taking a minute to slow down. And I notice now, whenever I'm not paying attention and I might pedal a little bit too much, a squirrel will hop across my car, will hop right in front of me. And I'll look and I'm like, oh, that's from God to slow
That's
down. And
right.
I'm like, thank you,
That's a
Lord.
message. Yes.
Thank you, Lord. Each and every time, like it might be months or something in between, but I promise you, each and every time my pedal get a little heavy, that squirrel will hop right across in front of my car, and I'm like, oh, and I'll look, my bad. Thank you, Lord. You know what I mean? Thank
Yeah.
you, Lord. And what I see coming up the street, a popo coming this way, sitting
Yeah.
at the top,
See,
whatever.
saved you. Saved you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
always. And so I'm like, you don't even, like, you can't even see how God is supplying everything that you need, is
Yes.
sending you messages through each and every little thing. I would have ran the squirrel over back. Well, baby, out of the swerve. Wow, squirrel, get out the way. I would have been fussing and cussing, right?
Wasn't the squirrel being mad with the squirrel, and wasn't the squirrel, was you,
Fussing the
right?
squirrel. It's me.
Yes.
Slow down,
Yes. And it
slow.
does. Fasting teaches you to slow down.
Yeah,
Again, we have been um, tricked, hoodwinked,
bamboo.
misconceived that we're
Yeah.
supposed to be doing all these things, multitasking, all that stuff, or whatever. Just trying to keep up with the world. But and I've always been a big proponent of don't chase a dollar. Because everybody needs the dollar, it'll come to you.
That's right.
But realistically, if you slow down, again, everything that you need is right in front of you. It'll come to you. All of that will definitely come. I also learned, I get up on the fourth watch. I get up on the fourth watch, because you're supposed to rise with the Father and set with the Father. but people stay up all night long. So I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, do my daily thing, devotions, go outside, all the stuff or whatever. And it sets the tone for the day. I could lay down with the Father when it get like 9, 10 o'clock. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Um, I'm doing the first watch. Um, and most of the time people say, "Oh, I get up between 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm tired or whatever," because that's a time that's quiet, and you can hear.
Yeah.
You have clarity of thought. Nothing is going on. Not too much is going on, and people are not moving about. By 6, 7 o'clock, people getting up doing things. Stuff is
Yeah.
active by then. Um,
Yes.
so that you can hear, whether you meditate, whatever you do, whatever people do that they need to do spiritually to feed their mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, those times are important. It's important to rest. That's another thing, to sleep,
Yes.
to get that HGH, those human growth hormones.
Yes.
That's why when they used to say, see, so many things that people used to say that we disregarded. Oh, she was getting her beauty sleep, or he was getting his beauty sleep. Yes,
Yes.
like when you're sleeping and the you're not producing insulin because you're not eating,
Right.
then yes, those are human growth hormones. So then they make you look pretty. And so yes, but we miss it because we busy doing stuff constantly. So we're not sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping is restorative.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
also, again, that's where you get your messages from, because when you sleep and you go into that fourth,
Yeah.
fifth realm, you get to hear and see and experience some things that you can bring back and take into this part of out your journey.
Yeah.
We missing out on a lot because we're so we're busy, and we're not slowing down, and being, and another thing, being in solitude, being with yourself.
Yes.
A lot of people are afraid to be with themselves, so we stay busy because of those type of things too, because those thoughts will come.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you either hear the thoughts of the ruler, God, or you're gonna hear thoughts of the adversary, right? But
Right.
you got to
That's
know the
right.
difference, and you got to know which ones to listen to. So,
That's right.
yeah, but it's okay, because we have things that will fight that. Again, the slowing down, the fasting will help with all of those things, those strongholds that we have in
Yeah.
our lives.
Yes.
Um, just it's just so many things. We could take one subject really and talk about that, and people would be surprised and get so much knowledge from just one aspect of fast. And we could just talk
Yeah.
about the detoxing of fast, and
Yeah.
talk about the finances of fast, and we could
Yeah.
talk about how you just get so closer to God because you just by yourself, you're not with all these other people, so
Yes.
spending time with him. It's just it's so many things, a plethora, a myriad of things that fasting, eating right,
Yes.
um, will do for you, to change you from being evil and mean, and just a more jovial,
Yes.
glad person, not a joy. The word of God says, he comes to give us the joy. He's our
Yeah.
joy, he's our peace, and so we can have that. Um, because a lot of people, they just happy because it's situational, but
Yes.
it's about having something that's deeper than situation. Like I said, when we started, all is well, even when everything is going on all around us, right? Because it's not situational. It comes from within and above.
Yes. Yes. And that makes a tremendous difference. Honey, we could talk fasting all the day long.
I see we've been talking for a
We can
while.
do it all the day long, honey. Before we go, I've been asking all the women this month. The name of the series is called Lessons and Blessings. And so I want you to share just a lesson that you feel like you've learned, and it could be more than one, but your greatest lessons that you've learned just along the way and on your journey.
I think the biggest lesson I learned is to have grace,
Hmm.
um, and have grace with yourself,
Yeah.
because the same grace that you extend to other people, that you have it with yourself. Sometimes we are perfectionists. We want everything to be perfect and want it to be right.
Yes.
But we not perfect people. Um, and we're striving to be our best selves, but just to have grace, just to not be so hard on yourself. I used to tell my daughter, um, weevils wobble, but they don't fall down. So you might hit the ground, but you're gonna get back up, and it's okay.
Yes.
And you know what? More importantly, it's okay to fail,
Yeah.
because I think sometimes we don't think it's okay to fail, but failing and failing doesn't mean you're a failure.
Yes.
It means that that didn't work at that particular time.
Right.
And so you just try it and try it again. And the more you put into it, and the more time you spend with it, you'll see what comes of it. And then it might not be that thing, but it may be something else. So yeah, it's okay not to be the best at everything, but be the best at what um, you're gifted to do,
Yes.
and to hone those gifts and to hone those skills. But yeah, not to be hard, not to be hard on yourself. Again, just having the time to just be and just sit still. um, it just taught me so many things. And then also the other thing is that I, we always teaching people and women to be strong. Like, you gotta be strong, everything, you gotta be strong, you can't, you know that has its place, but it's okay to have weaknesses and be weak at certain moments and be
Mhm.
vulnerable. So those are the things that I would um, share with the women and just anybody,
Yes.
that yeah, just be have grace with yourself, because again, this is a journey and we have a lot to get to and get through. And if we hard on the world won't beat us up.
Mm-mm.
So we have to be our biggest cheerleaders and love on ourselves, just like we love on other people. So I would say just have some grace with
Yes.
yourself.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah,
I love that because we are very, very hard on ourselves. We're that negative self-talk is so real.
yes, yes.
Pluck that devil off your ear. Say, pluck them off of there.
Get away.
Yes, honey. Yes, get them up off you. Because you are beautiful spirits are amazing. Right? You
Yeah,
are phenomenal.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yes, honey. We
absolutely.
are conquerors, right?
We absolutely are. We
Yes,
absolutely are. We are resilient. We are
yes,
victorious.
yes,
Um, so we winners.
yes.
So yeah. So no
All
matter
the
what.
things, all the things.
Absolutely. All of the things.
All of the
I
things.
told you earlier, we're not just one thing, we are the sum of our parts.
That's right. That's right.
And those parts are great and lovely and awesome.
Yes, yes, they are. Look, and yes, they are. I love it. I love it. Beautiful spirit. Thank you so much. Look,
Thank you for
thank
having
you.
me. Thank you for having me. And I pray that your listeners will have gleaned and gained something from this time that we were able to share. Hope it put a smile on their face. I hope it called them
Yes,
higher to do um, the marvelous and wonderful things that God has called them to do,
yes,
and or what they dream to do, the desires of their heart. So I
yes,
pray this has been it's been a blessing to me. One thing my mother always says us, and I want to leave this with you all as well. It says, touch someone's life with your goodness. So
yes,
wherever you go, whatever you do, even if you don't say anything, just your presence or whatever, just have the mind of touching people's lives with your goodness. You never know how that can change and impact somebody's life, because you never know what people are going through or
yeah,
what they just came out of or what they get ready to enter.
yes,
We could be that conduit of light, that conduit of peace, that conduit of joy, that conduit of love, of care, or kindness. Um, then why not be that?
yes,
Yeah. So
yes.
so yeah. So that's what we're
Oh
gonna
Lord, look, I'm like, I'm not about to cry. Oh my goodness. I just think about that's just where I was, and that is so true because I was in darkness, when we met. I was definitely in darkness and not even knowing where God was going to lead me. I had no idea, but I just knew enough from my foundation of faith that I learned through my mother,
Right.
you know, I knew enough to get into God's presence,
That's right.
you
And it
know?
will take you there. That will take you there.
Yeah, get in
Yeah.
God's presence. Spend some time with him because what you doing, girl, it's not working. It's not working. Me,
Yeah.
the fixer, was trying to fix everything and it was not working, you know? And so I'm so grateful, I'm so eternally grateful to God for leading me to that group because, Jackie, the way that you would pray us out, and just like you said, even when you didn't speak, just your presence there always just brought me joy. And it was just like,
Bless you.
okay, okay. So yes, honey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like the word of God says in John 9:4 says, I must do the works of he who sent me while it's yet day, for night comes when no man can work. So we gotta do while we can,
Yes.
whether it be for us or for other people. So yeah, because we don't know when this journey is over, as our coach was saying, we get ready to take our dirt nap and our bodies are gonna go to the mother and our spirits are gonna go to take that journey to the Father, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
we we
Yes.
we doing what we can. So I'm just grateful that I can see you on the other side of
Yes.
of that. That's a wonderful thing to be able to cheerlead for people, to be able to see them not only on the downside, but see them on the upside. And then
Yeah.
sometimes, people can't be with you in both parts. Some people only can be with you on the upside, and then some people only can be with you on the downside. But when somebody can be with you through all things,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and that's just amazing. And I,
Yeah.
I like to see women win. I'm in so many women organizations. I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the first all this. I went to an all girls high school, Western Senior High School,
Come
and
on, Doves.
I'm a member of the Order of the Eastern Stars. I'm a member of the Dorothy.
Yes.
It's just so it. I mean,
Yes.
I, you know, we are our sister's keeper,
Yes.
and we want to see each other win because it is enough for all of us
It
to
is
win.
enough.
It is enough. It and we have been taught that resources and things are in lack, but it is enough. Everything that we need, it is enough for
Yes.
all of us, so all of us can win. And like I said in the beginning, I can't reach everybody,
Mm-hmm.
so we need a you. We need
Yes.
another sister. We need people all over a different, I might turn people off with my red hair. They were like,
Mm,
I don't want to look at nobody with red hair, right?
yeah.
Or whatever it is that might be about me that doesn't connect with them. So we need each other,
That's right.
we need each other. So, and we need each other doing what we're supposed to be doing. So we
That's
have to be each other's biggest cheerleaders and push each other
yeah.
to be our finest and walk in our divine purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for doing this. Yeah. Even if people don't tell you, even if people don't look at your stuff, people are watching you.
Yeah.
People are always watching, and you are really impacting people's lives. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Yes, and to your listeners and your viewers, thank you all for coming and listening and to my story. And if you want to have more of my story or know more about fasting or know more about coaching, I'm also a mental health therapist and
Yes.
some other things. I'm also a ordained minister. So if you want to know anything about any of those things, feel free to get in touch with Michelle D. And she
Yes.
and it's been an honor and a privilege. So I bow to the divine within you.
Thank you. Thank you. I know we did not even get in. You got to come back and we'll talk some more, maybe during Mental Health Awareness Month, and we'll come back and so you can
Absolutely,
share
absolutely.
some more of your story. But I feel so full. I feel so
Grateful.
full.
That's what I tell people. Now we want mutual and meaningful relationships.
Yes.
Not one-sided ones, and not tit
Mhm.
for tat, and not because you did something, I do something, but that they're mutual and meaningful. So thank you.
Yes.
I'm full as
Yeah.
well.
Thank you. Thank you, boo.
Bless
Uh,
you.
look, family, I done told y'all all month long, I know amazing women. Amazing, phenomenal women. And I thought, why? I could talk about, superstars and people because they're amazing too. But why not talk about the everyday woman, honey? Why not share someone else's story? Because, like Jackie said, we are all here doing our part. And you know how your girl says, when you walk in your purpose, you will inspire others to walk in theirs, right? And Jackie was walking in purpose when I met her. And she has inspired me to walk in minds, right? One of the many women that inspired me to walk in minds, and I'm so grateful. So I ask you today, who are you inspiring, right? Who are you inspired by? hmm Yeah, because again, I don't believe in coincidences. God's divine intervention, and it's happening when? Right now, boo. Right now. Right now, honey, get inspired, get empowered by these amazing women, honey. It's not for you to feel bad. It's not for you to, no, it's just like Jackie said, give yourself some grace, honey. Yes, this is just a message. It's just a sign that it's time. Yeah, it's time for you to pick it up and do what else can you do? How can you walk in your purpose? How are you supposed to be showing up while you're on this side of heaven? Hmm? Yeah, okay. Girl, girl, I know. Look, I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. All right. Just like Jackie said, honey, y'all can find us in these internet streets. Y'all can find us in these internet streets, honey. We'll be there glowing and flowing. Look, gladly. Gladly, honey, glad and happily, baby. And
Yeah.
the rest of the episodes, honey, if you're looking for this one, and the rest of them will be on the YouTube channel. It is Reflections Choosing Me Guilt Free at YouTube, honey. That's Reflections CMGF. Join me tomorrow when I will be back with another phenomenal, amazing woman, honey. It is Women's History Month, and this is what your girl is doing, honey. What you doing, boo? What you doing? Mm-hmm. All right. Bye, y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Thanks, Jackie.